another one of BYU's great stories is our next guest, Chris Wilcox, joining us, senior cornerback, fifth-year senior on the Deseret First Credit Union Hotline. Chris, welcome to BYU Sports Nation. Great to have you, man.
It's great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Certainly right now is an interesting time for everybody, most notably coaches, administrators, and, of course, players as you guys try and figure out what's going to happen. What's the last couple of days been like as you've seen 5 opponents drop off the schedule and now practice kind of pushed back a little bit formally?
It's something we don't want to see. It's very unfortunate. But as for like the players and everyone on the team, we just have to keep preparing for the season. We don't want to just stop because 5 games are like gone. We know Tom's working his hardest to get a new schedule for us, and we believe in him, and we know that everything should be good.
When you look at the off season, it's been longer than normal. And it's certainly been an unorthodox offseason. Nothing about the offseason has been normal at all. How have you handled the last couple of months?
We just, honestly, every time I see something new on the news, I'm just trying to adjust to it. Of course, you know that we would have been starting like our 6-week prepare like for the season, I think today or actually this week. But, every time we see that stuff like that, we just got to adjust. And, we know that we're not the only ones dealing with this kind of stuff. Everyone in the nation is dealing with it, so we just got to adjust and just keep preparing.
So for now, walk us through kind of what the plans are in terms of you were going to start formal preparation, right? You've been doing voluntary workouts. I guess BYU needs to schedule a game in week 1 for you guys to, I guess, technically start that. So what's life like right now as you kind of navigate this part?
So we were supposed to start the mandatory workouts, but unfortunately all that happened. So right now we're just continuing the voluntary workouts, still like doing speed work, getting our stamina work in, things like that, lifting. It's just the same thing every week, to be honest. And then, of course, we're doing stuff on our own as far as the defense goes. We're meeting together, making sure everyone knows their plays, and then we'll still do PRPs with the offense.
The controllable is just how you guys approach this, right? And you're one of a bunch of seniors on this team. Describe to us the leadership of this group that is navigating this together, trying to prepare and stay together for whatever happens.
Yeah, so we have, like, Isaiah will take over a lot of the time for the defense and prepare everybody. Troy as well. A lot of the seniors, a lot of the leaders on the team will just get everybody together and just tell everybody to just, like, relax, don't panic, things like that. We all know it's going to be under control in the long run, so we're all just preparing for the season.
As you mentioned, having to adjust to things is kind of become commonplace at this point. One of the things you do know is that there are a couple of teams that have dropped off the schedule, and one of those teams is the season-opening game at Utah. What was your reaction when you realized that you were not going to get an opportunity to play Utah this year?
It was unfortunate. That's probably one of the biggest games that everyone on the team was looking up forward to, since it was our first game and we get a chance at revenge. But things like this it doesn't usually happen, but unfortunately this year it did. So we just have to go with the flow. We can't just put our heads down. We know that we're still going to get more opponents on the schedule, and we just got to prepare for those guys.
We created a hypothetical schedule, which is just outrageous. But if there was any hint of truth to it, that would be awesome. We looked at who had cancellations or buys, Chris, in week 1, and Jason said, hey, TCU. I said Alabama. So what do you think of those 2 possibilities?
Look, anybody on the schedule will do it. We're not backing down from nobody.
You guys just want to play right now, right?
Exactly.
We'll preview the cornerbacks in your group in a second, which is surprisingly loaded given that you lost 2 seniors in Austin Lee and Diane Gawoliku. But I wanted to ask you about, hopefully, 1, we play, right? Hopefully, 2, we play 12 games, but it feels like it may be less if we play. Are you okay with that? How are you feeling about the possibility of fewer games because of everything with COVID-19?
It sucks, of course. We wanted to get the full schedule, and we know that now with everything going on, it may not be the same. But like I said before, it's not something that we're only dealing with. I feel like if it's going to be a 7-game season or something like that, it'll be with everyone in the country that's going to play 7 games. Not just going to be us. So we're not going through this alone. So, we're going to handle it, and we're going to just adjust.
Give everybody an idea of what this cornerback room looks like. What's this position look like? You're obviously there. You've been in the program for a while. When you think about what's possible this year for the BYU corners, what comes to mind for you?
I get real excited just knowing that like a lot of our guys, I guess they used to be like young last year. They have a lot of experience now, so I feel like that's not really like an excuse we can have anymore of having like a young secondary as far as the corners go. So I'm just real excited for everyone that has experience, and then a lot of people are stepping up. You know, we have D-Lo, Keenan, everyone's still getting their work in, and I'm just very excited of what's to come. I know they've been working really hard, and I expect a lot from them.
When you were a young guy, there were a lot of older players that said, hey, this Chris Wilcox, this is a guy to watch. Now that you're the vet, who's the young guy that you've taken notice of?
I'm trying to think. I feel like,
and it could be more than one guy if they're stepping up.
What was that?
It could be more than one guy if there are a couple of young guys that are stepping up. Who's that young guy that you guys as veterans are taking notice?
I say for me it's D-Lo. He's been working really hard in this offseason, and I expect a lot from him. He's been learning a lot of new things, watching film, and I honestly think he'll improve a lot this year. He's played great already, but I think he'll be someone to look out for this year.
When you're a fifth-year senior, everyone's young, right?
Yeah, got to keep them under the wing. But nah, I mean they're not like babies anymore. I feel like they've been here long enough to get their plays in, and I feel like they're very experienced now. So I expect a lot from them.
Yeah, I said Austin Lee and Diane Gawiliku. Those were safeties, of course. With the corners, yeah, there's a lot of experience that there. Obviously, you coming back, you played several games at the end of the year. We're able to get that red shirt. So great to have you. Thanks to that rule change, right? You're here for the fifth year.
Exactly.
Awesome. D'Angelo Mandel, you mentioned. Isaiah Herron, Keenan Ellis, Shaman Willis. Anyone else I missed who's in the mix to kind of compete in that two deep?
So we have the transfer, Jock.
Wilson,
came from
right?
JC from LA. Yeah, so he's actually my roommate right now.
Oh, beautiful.
I expect a lot from him as well. Yeah.
And then did I miss Micah Harper perhaps as well? Or is he playing safety?
I think he's playing safety.
Okay.
Might.
Yeah.
We'll know for sure. I know some freshmen had came as well, but I haven't really seen the freshmen yet, so we still have to see with them.
Tell us more about Jacques. He's a guy that on signing day we're very excited about. He's your roommate. Does he do the dishes? Is he going to play well? Like, let's learn about this guy.
Nah, he's very excited for the season. Unfortunately, with everything going on, he's just like checking Twitter every day to see what's going on. He just wants the ball. I know him. He's a real fighter. We know a lot of the same people from back home, and he's a dog. He works hard, and he's just very excited. He's just waiting for his papers to be cleared and things like that so he can start working out with us.
All right, Chris, most important question we're going to ask you today. The corners all line up. Who's the fastest? Who wins the race? Who wins the 40? Who has the fastest time?
Oh, man, you know I'm going to say me. Come on now.
Okay, who would come in second then?
Second? So I think D-Lo, Isaiah, and Keenan and Jock. I know they all need a race. I feel like I haven't really seen – I know Keenan and them. I haven't really seen Jock run full speed, but it's going to be between one of them. I can't even tell you, to be honest.
I don't know why every year we don't have this. We say we are determining the fastest player on the team today. It's a thing in fall camp, maybe spring ball. And then everyone lines up that wants to participate, and you laser time it, and we go, okay. But it's a race, right? Not just a single 40 guy, all the pressure. Can we do this? Can we figure that out? That'd be awesome, right?
I remember, I think it was the Hawaii game. I don't know if it was the regular game or the bowl game. We wanted to race, but the coaches weren't having it. They didn't want nobody pulling nothing. So it was like it would have been like
no hamstring.
Me, Zane, like some other people on the team, but they didn't want to do it. So
yeah,
we just chilled out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. Well, Chris, we look forward to what is hopefully one, a season, and two, a full season, and three, one in which you have 6+ interceptions and are having an amazing senior year. Thanks for taking the time. We appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
You got it. Chris Wilcox on the Deseret First Credit Union Hotline. Deseret First, you know why, we show how. That guy.